It's the wrestling show coming to you live from the backyard. You hear the train going by?
I hear it.
Nice. You know you're outside and live. You got trains.
Yeah.
We are really here in real life, wrestling fans. What's up? It's the Outliers. I'm Matt. You already know who this is. The beautiful, the sexy, the lovely, the dominant, the deviant, the sassy and spunky Kate.
All the above.
All the above. Here's the Kate. Here's the Kate. Take a drink of your water.
Oh my gosh.
Or whatever you're drinking. What's up, wrestling fans? I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to our sponsors before we get into this great episode. Our first sponsor, Comfort Foods. Let me go ahead and show this to you guys real quick.
This really gets me through my weeks. I'm telling you that right now.
The Delta 8 THC right there, advancedcbdsolutions.com. I'll show you a little bit of what we got in here. These are gummies flavored blueberry red.
They're so
which
good.
is like raspberry, I think. And then they also have the white, which is coconut, my personal favorite.
Okay, I like the red ones.
She likes the red. These are great though for your mood. They're good appetite suppressant. If you don't have time to make your dinner, pop a couple of these CBD gummies and head yourself to the grocery store, bro. Really, really good. Our fans at AdvancedCBDSolutions.com are going to hook you up with a 10% discount on your order if you use the discount code YTWS10, which for all the OG fans out there, like these guys are, YouTube Wrestling Show 10, YTWS for 10% off your order. They got gummies. They got all kinds of edibles. They got like Rice Krispies.
They're so good. Okay, so they have the Rice Krispies, but they use the colored ones.
Okay, the Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she makes them with that, and then there's got that cream on top. So good. Late night snack for real.
Ah, yes.
Go watch some basketball after that. It's a good time.
Yes, it is. Sit down and enjoy the basketball games tonight with AdvancedCBDSolutions.com. Also, if you're going to be sitting down watching the basketball games, I'm sure you're going to get a little hot. If you're like me, you live in the Midwest. I'm Italian, so I get extra hot. And I feel like this time of the year, I'm really sweating a lot, as you can already see. So my good friends at Air Bitchin, right? Is that how we pronounce that name?
It's Airbition.
Airbition.
Yes.
Have sent us this dope tripod fan.
So cool.
Super, super cool. I actually have it blowing on me as we speak, wrestling fans.
It feels so good.
You can't even hear
now
it.
that it's summertime. That is a really good point. It's not really loud.
No, and it's got multiple settings.
Yeah.
Right now it's on the first setting, but there's two buttons on the back. Not too bad. One is power and the other one is, speed.
Hold it up.
There you go. Don't pull it too far.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna say anything.
It's got a really short cord.
I wasn't gonna say that. But yeah.
Okay, it's good.
This is a great fan.
You want to make sure to have an extension cord.
Yes, get an extension cord. Get a nice extension cord, and hook it up. Set this fan anywhere you want to go. It's a mobile fan. I actually believe it's wireless, bro. So let me just give this a little test here. They call this on-the-job training. It is wireless. Okay. So here we're about to get
mind
this thing
blown.
negative.
Okay.
And wow.
That is dope. I'm sold completely 100%. I just found this out in this moment also.
Wow. Mind blown, guys.
That is so dope. And you know what? That would be a really nice fan if we're doing like a photo shoot and I want to, Marilyn Monroe that.
Yeah.
And I've seen that. A lot of them model girls and they have the hair blowing.
Yeah.
So somebody's holding one of them fans.
Yeah. That's really nice. From Airbition. Guys, Airbition, check them out on the internet. They got an Instagram, they got YouTube channel, they got all kinds of different stuff. Airbition, check them out right now. Give them a quick Google search, and I'm sure your summer will be a delight.
Oh my gosh,
just like
and
mine.
It gets taller.
Oh, yeah, and it gets taller with this nice and convenient tripod design. You can turn your Airbition fan into any type of size you want. It also rotates up and down.
You can't just go to Walmart and get something like this.
No. For one convenient low price, you can get yourself an Airbition that you can set out on your back patio and enjoy the Outliers Clubhouse every Thursday in the comfort of a nice, quiet breeze.
And we could have this on while we do live shows to keep us not from sweating.
Right.
And getting hot outside. This is brilliant.
I'm bringing this to the fair. I'm gonna be walking around the Boone County Fair with my Airbition. Look at me, guys. I ain't hot. How you feeling over there standing in that candy cane line? All right, wrestling fans. So there you go. There you have it. Airbition and AdvancedCBDSolutions.com. Going to keep you cool just like the Outliers this summer while you watch the wrestling show, which brings me to my next point, which is our episode that just aired today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yes, the news has been broken. The dudes at Ringside, they're doing a whole month full of owners coming on and being hosts and guest hosts on their podcast, the Dudes at Ringside podcast.
They got a really awesome podcast. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to check it out. Oh, okay, he'll leave the link.
And Kate was actually a guest on the Dudes at Ringside podcast last year when she was the defending galactic champion.
They're really cool guys. They really like wrestling, got a lot of wrestling ideas. I had so much fun learning from them and talking with them and just, talking about wrestling and what we do on the wrestling show. So it's going to be cool to do it again.
Mm-hmm. They had a bunch of different owners coming on, but they picked the wrestling show specifically to be the first owners to be interviewed on Owners Month.
That's awesome.
And Kate and I, we were wondering, man, who should go on and do the podcast? And it kind of came to my mind, like, man, that's a good setup for a wrestling match, right? Like, how about you and I wrestle each other, and then whoever wins goes and is on the podcast.
Yeah.
But, we had a long weekend. And we got to the gym, and, I hadn't worked out. Kate didn't do her 5,000 squats yet. So we weren't really prepared to have a knockout, bash 'em in brawl, and I decided to kind of coax Kate into, dropping this whole let's fight each other thing. And let's just be husband and wife and do it as a unit.
Yeah.
And then what'd you say? You didn't say yes at first. She wasn't an easy sell on this.
He kind of wooed me into it. He called me beautiful in the middle of the match, and I was like, all right, well, if you're gonna talk to me like that, then I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah. And just like that, wrestling fans, we turned this little family feud into a super cool storyline for you guys to check out coming up soon on the Dudes at Ringside podcast. And if you guys got any questions that you want them to ask us, feel free to check them out. They got a Twitch account, they got a Facebook account, they got more TikTok followers than anybody I personally know.
Yeah.
Right? Like the Dudes at Ringside
oh my gosh,
good,
they're so cool. Yeah. Really cool dudes.
Joe and the Geek, man. Check them out. They got a lot of cool content. They interview all the indie stars.
Yeah, a lot of different wrestlers they have come on from all avenues of wrestling. It's awesome what they're doing.
It really is. We appreciate them. As wrestling fans ourselves, we got a lot of good stuff we're going to be talking about when they have us on the show. So that's super exciting. If you guys got any questions, like I said, you can send them to us or you can send them to them. If you have any questions for today, feel free to put them in our live chat. When I'm done here, I got a couple questions in my mind that I know I'm going to answer, and then we'll go on to the wrestling fans out there in the wrestling universe. So I do know we got a couple questions from my good friend and lifetime supporter, lifetime wrestling fan, Michael Carr from over in the UK. Let me just talk about this guy, bro. He is actually a TikTok star as well now. I'm not sure of the number of followers he's got, but he's got to be rivaling the Dudes at Ringside. Watch out, Joe. He's coming for you. But anyway, this guy, he's got the best insight when it comes to the wrestling show. Like I said, he's been watching since day one, like I know a lot of you great wrestling fans have out there. He's been watching since day one, too, and he always has these questions that keep us guessing. So today, we got some questions from Michael, and the first one is, will we see KZ ever again on the wrestling show? It's a good question, right?
Yeah.
I mean, why don't you tell us how we ended with KZ on the wrestling show, from your memory?
I think that she had quit wrestling and wanted to go back and do yoga. Because she was a yoga instructor before she felt the need to go find herself in wrestling, and I think she just wants to take a break right now. However, I don't think you're going to be able to keep her off the show for very long.
Which is a good point, because we get these questions a lot about the characters that show up on the wrestling show. And we never say never in the wrestling business, especially not here.
I feel like any of our characters could come out at any point, just depending on what storyline we want to go with and tell. I feel like we have multiple storylines going on in our heads, like we could do this, we could do this, we could do this, or we could do this. And it's just whatever we choose to do. So I think the possibility of any of our characters coming back at any point is always a very high one.
So you're telling me there's a possibility the Sarge could come back?
I am telling you that there is a possibility that anybody could come back, yeah.
Wow, man. All right. The plot thickens. I'm excited to see this season of the wrestling show. I'm excited to see what goes on with KZ. I know that you're very heavily influenced on how that character is used on the wrestling show. So
yeah.
I'm excited to see the direction that it's going to come. We know that character, like you said, started off as a yoga instructor, and she was like giving instructions to some of the wrestlers on the show. I believe The Undertaker was one of her guests, Triple H, Stone Cold. She had all the legends on there. John Cena was the one that actually wooed Casey away from being a yoga instructor, and she started like following his wrestling career until, unfortunately, John Cena was burned alive and eaten by a wolf. And a lot of bad things happened to John Cena here on the wrestling show. But that brought Casey into this crazy wrestling world, and then she started soughting after that hardcore championship, which seemed had been possessed at one point in time, and that possession kind of got inside of Casey when she wanted to be a clown wrestler, and then all of a sudden by the end of the season she was the hardcore champion and also possessed by some voodoo spirit. But now I think that all that has come to an end. Casey's free to go do whatever it is she wants to do. So wrestling fans, stay tuned. The clown, the crazy Casey, the yoga instructor, whatever Kate wants to put forward may show up sooner than you think. Michael Carr actually had 2 questions. Are you done with the Casey story?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not going to give no more away?
All right. I don't know. You just went on a long summary there, so I was going to let you do you. Let you do you.
Okay. Well,
all right.
Now that we got that out of the way, we're going to move on to the next question Michael had for us. And he also wants to know about more characters on the wrestling show. He wants to know about the siblings, the Dead Man and Candy Cane. And are we going to see them in a duos match? And that's a great question. Back with the other ones, any wrestler or character that's been on the wrestling show is free to come in and out whenever they would like. So I believe maybe as soon as tomorrow I could be painting some letters on my throat and getting into the mood for the Dead Man, because I know there's a big request for tombstones. We get requests for tombstones all the time, and I don't like doing them personally as Matt Jones unless it calls for it in the match, because it's something I do as the Dead Man. So I feel like if we're going to get a tombstone fest anytime soon, I just have a brain spark, babe. Tell me what you think about this. If we did a finisher all day, siblings edition.
Yeah.
Where like The Undertaker or Candy Cane tried to finish each other all day in wrestling moves,
Yeah.
We did it in their universe, because I believe we had them living at Beacon Hills Apartments. So we can definitely have a segment of them being now from Beacon Hills Apartments.
Yeah.
And it can be like, The Undertaker or Dead Man Candy Cane watching the show and being like, you know what, I'm going to start finishing you all day. That guy's getting a lot of views doing that on TikTok or whatever,
Yeah.
You can be like, or we'll have, do you want me to still talk as Candy Cane, or what's your thought about that? Do you like the miming? Or does Candy Cane want to start having like her own voice? Like, you don't have to try to make it deep. But kind of like you do with Kylie Ray, you can just come up with a different accent or something that maybe Candy Cane has.
Oh, I'll figure it out. For right now, I think you just need to do it. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's always gone over the best. So, and especially if we're going to get you more of a mask. Because I think if you had said that you wanted to go back to Candy Cane having just a slit, right?
Yeah, I don't want to give it away, though.
Okay, well, I thought we were going to discuss ideas live.
Yeah, that's good. I don't want to give that away, though.
Okay, so we won't be giving any more storyline away when it comes to that. So let's move right on here to the questions that we got from the wrestling fans. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on my phone and see what you guys are coming up with there in the live chat. Hope everybody's having a good time. Hope you've all gone over to AdvancedCBDSolutions.com. Checked out some of their products. It's locally made right here, honestly, and in Loves Park, which is close to Rockford, Illinois. These sponsors make these great candies and edibles. All right, our first question comes from Joey Howard, and he wants to know if we can do a hunting show. Yo, 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 it's the hunting show. So, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but an episode of the wrestling show where, for instance, the Outliers go hunting.
Uh-huh.
And maybe we got...
Well, the thing about that is we don't hunt.
But we could be hunting in this episode and not know how to do it. And by the end of it, we end up wrestling a bear to death.
Wrestling a bear?
Well, because he wouldn't... Or whatever animal it is we're hunting. Like, maybe we're hunting a bear. Like, yeah, maybe like a bear has came and really destroyed our town, and they've called on the Outliers to go hunt this bear.
Sounds like a I Love Lucy episode. Remember we watched that one? Or like a Barney to, go to camping, we will go, or whatever.
So we could be camping. We could
could
do it as a camping episode. And there could be Yogi Bear. We could try to capture Yogi Bear. And we'll whoop his ass in the Yogi Bear costume or whatever. I love the idea. Joey, you might be a genius, bro. I don't know you personally.
The Outliers go hunting.
Yes. The hunting, yeah.
This is what I'm saying. That's funny. That's a funny storyline. We should definitely do it. When? I don't know.
Well, we're going to Yogi Bear.
We are going to be camping. So this might actually work out as a great idea.
The Outliers will be coming to a Jellystone near you this summer. Stay tuned because we're going to be shooting The Outliers Go Hunting. Wow. This is going to be a good movie. And we'll definitely find a Yogi Bear costume. I'll talk to people at Yogi Bear. They probably won't let me wrestle the guy in it. But you know, we can have a conversation with them and be like, bro, we're making a movie about Yogi. Is it okay if we film some of your shit and put it on YouTube? I'm sure they're going to say it's all right.
I would just do it. People film that bear all the time. People walk up and take pictures with the bear. We don't need to necessarily do anything with the bear. But just film it for a second.
But now, what if, say, JB came with and we had him dress up like Yogi Bear? Would we have to inform the Jellystone people that we were going to bring our own imposter Yogi?
JB's not going to be able to come with. I highly doubt that's a possibility. So if you wanted that to be the idea, we would have to film it here.
At a Yogi Bear in this area?
No, just...
At a campground in this area. In the woods in this area.
Yeah, wherever the fuck we find that's going to look like a camp spot. I'm sure there's a million places we can go to.
All right.
To film something like that.
Sounds good.
Sounds like the better way to go about it.
Yes. All right, next question is... She said, so Arian Dasuki wants to know why there was no stink face during today's wrestling match. Why don't you go ahead and tell him we can't, we don't stink face in every match, right?
Yeah, I know. You listen closely to get that. Or you can pay for it. Either way, but I don't do it in every match. One thing in every single match of mine, because then it gets boring.
You like to keep it changing up here on the wrestling show,
I don't want to keep the same wrestling moves throughout every single match.
Wait, what'd you say? You don't want to keep the same wrestling moves throughout every single match?
No.
Oh, shit.
I want to evolve my wrestling. I don't
You want to get over? Oh, man. That hurts my pride. I can't believe you said that. Whew. Sorry. It's your prerogative. I appreciate that. No, I know. I'm just giving you shit.
I know.
All right. We got another question here. Unfortunately, it's in a different language. So, Miro Poklovich, thank you for the support, bro. Oh, he did actually send his translation. So, he must have went on Google Translate and had it translated. And he wants to know how long we could last with our head being squeezed. Man, that's a good question for a later date. We also create custom videos. So, bro, if you're interested in really figuring out, how this story is going to end, you can definitely send us an email. KateJones1121wrestling@gmail.com. Send your requests there. She's got a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/KateJones1121 where she hosts all of her custom video content. So if you guys got anything that you really want to see like that, for sure go and check that out. And we're always willing to oblige, up to a certain extent. But yeah, I believe the head scissors challenge. We've got plenty of head scissors challenges actually. If you want to check them out, there's already some that are available. But we're always down to make more of those. I can never get enough of Kate's thighs wrapped around my neck. All right, it looks like all the questions that we got today from all the wrestling fans out there. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Coming up on Sunday, there's going to be a backyard wrestling match where myself, Matt Jones, the Galactic Champion, is going to be putting the gold on the line against JB in an anything goes backyard wrestling match. Winner takes the belt, does the best they can with it to be the surviving champion here on the wrestling show. Moving forward. JB, I wish you luck, bro. It does kind of make me feel a little odd that you're already staying at my mom's house, in preparation for this. She's making you, what did he say? Pancakes or?
Blueberry pancakes.
Blueberry pancakes?
She didn't even make us blueberry pancakes.
We lived there for how long together?
Long time.
Yeah.
Long time. I've never seen any blueberry pancakes.
No, me neither.
So
Mom?
I'm feeling a certain sort of way about this.
Yeah, maybe there'll be some type of intergender match. We'll have next. I'm curious if my mom's going to show up in the backyard with her jug of coins or not.
Oh my God.
She better not. She knows it's good for
her. About to find out.
Yeah, letting JB sleep in my room.
The audacity. I can't believe it.
He better be getting a good night's sleep these next couple days because come Sunday, he ain't going to be able to lay down. After I'm done with him, they're going to be putting him 6 feet below. All right, JB, you heard me right here, bro. I'm letting it all go on Sunday. I'll meet you in that backyard. You enjoy your pancakes. Wrestling fans out there, Have a good week. Hope you guys all enjoy all the wrestling content that you can handle. And on Sunday, be prepared for a backyard brawl like you ain't never seen before. May the force be with you. Okay? I love you, babe. Keep doing what you do. All right? You are the best female wrestler the internet, the galaxy, the ring has ever seen. And don't let nobody ever tell you different. The ones that they come after are the ones that need to be praised. Outliers out. Well, we got the crowd in the background.